I really want to express this today, and it's been on my mind for a while. I want to talk about how the power to succeed, the spark, the power that you're looking for outside of yourself is already within you. You possess the power to make great things happen. And I want to start off by just talking about, my first main point. Success honestly requires your hard work and grit to start that fire, right? That spark, that you need to receive in order for you to grow that flame, right? That fire is representing the determination inside of you. And once you ignite that spark that you have within you, that fire is just uncontrollable. It goes all over the place. It takes over. So you just really have to ask yourself this, right? Who is going to do it besides you? You know your goal and your vision more than anyone. You have the ideas and the plan and the vision. This is all in your hands, and it didn't come to you for no reason. So you got to understand, right? These ideas that you get, this vision, it's in your brain because it's meant to be. You are responsible for things coming into fruition and transforming, it from an idea to reality. Think about this. You can't lose weight without changing something about your diet or exercise routine. I mean, you could use Ozempic, but your bones are going to disappear. You can't find the love of your life either without being open to love and being vulnerable with, that someone or a person. And you can't become the person you've longed to be without adjusting your mindset along the way. The path to success, it just lies within your effort. If you put low effort into your relationships and appearance or mental health, it doesn't reach its full potential. And the same goes for your quest to success. You need to apply yourself because it's up to you and only you. And you need to remember, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I've now led you to the water. It's up to you whether or not you want to drink it. I'm giving you this water for free, no strings attached. It's up to you to drink the water. Second topic I want to talk about, your mindset determines whether or not you're going to win. It's totally up to your mindset. Now, when you're in the wrong headspace, when you're not in the right mindset, everything makes it so difficult. And sometimes I have to start asking people if they even want to win or not. You don't want it bad enough if you don't start telling yourself and believing that you're capable of the seemingly impossible and unknown when it comes to your journey. And you'd be surprised at the things that seem just beyond our reach, or things that come into fruition when you start to believe that you are capable and deserving of the success and the goals that you're working towards. If you just believe that you can, take the action steps towards the goal and delete all the outside commentary from your journey, unless the commentary comes from someone who already succeeded at doing what you do, and stay consistent, stay focused. Why can't you achieve the outcome that you're working towards? What is the other reason that is blocking you from even being successful? I'll tell you. The other reason is you. Y-O-U. Big, huge, bold, Times New Roman font. Y-O-U. You're in your own way. We have to get comfortable with having these thoughts, this mindset, and asking ourselves these questions. This thought process is necessary for the growth that we seek within ourselves. And the questions also lead to the same answer and conclusion every single time. And it's literally the fact that you have the ability to achieve what you want. You just have to develop your internal qualities for external success. And I'm going to make a separate episode about the benefits of focusing on internal growth for external growth. Because what you need to focus on and what you should be focused on is your internal qualities. Everything that, has to do with external success or external, external things that you want to achieve, it starts from within. It starts from within you. And you have to focus and work deeply on yourself in order for you to even come to a point of you just being consistent, you being ready for that. I think a lot of us are genuinely ready for more. I think a lot of us are ready for what we feel like we truly deserve, but a lot of us aren't ready to put in that work. We're ready for the outcome, but we're not ready for the journey, is what I'm saying. So there is a lot of work that needs to be done when it comes to just really focusing on, internal qualities for external success. And I want to take a really deep dive into that, and I'll do that in another episode. But I'm going to move on. I'm going to move right on. You have the freedom to take the action, and the only thing stopping you is you, as I said earlier, right? I'm someone who suffers from, I used to suffer from analysis paralysis. I was basically stuck in the planning process and research process of a goal and just never took action on so many of them. And I find that to be probably the hardest thing that I've ever gone through, because I would have so much ambition. I would have a huge vision. I would be so excited for so many things, and I just never did anything with it. I just sat there and I'm like, oh yeah, well, I've got all this going for myself, and I would never put any of the plans into action. And days just kept passing me by. And I would wonder why I had so much anxiety, why I felt so miserable, why I hated so much. And it was because I wasn't doing what I truly wanted to do. I wasn't applying myself in any way, shape, or form. I wasn't consistent. I didn't hold myself accountable. I had no discipline. I lacked it when it came to pursuing my goals and fulfilling my dreams and providing the life for myself that I think I deserve. And that was probably the hardest thing that I could have ever done to myself, is not doing the right thing for myself in that present, so that in the future I could reap the benefits and reap the rewards of how hard I worked in the past and in that present moment. And I didn't do that. It was so annoying. It was so embarrassing, right? And I'm here to tell you that, yes, you are indeed wasting your time. And I'm going to explain why, right? Let me explain. There are a lot of things that you can learn about, reading, and you can learn a lot just reading and learning and just doing all this stuff online, but it won't necessarily make you a master. Like, it won't make you a master at anything that you've read about and learned about in a book or seen online, because you actually need to do these things, right? Have you guys ever heard of like the whole 10,000 hours of practice makes you a master at said thing? You have to practice something for 10,000 hours to even become an expert at it. Now, I haven't necessarily looked up anything that proves it to be true. It's like, a theory or something. I can't confirm or deny whether or not it's true, but it does tell us something, right? Practice does make perfect. I remember I had a band teacher back in, was it elementary? No, it was middle school. And his name was Mr. Davis. And he used to do these like tests on us. And he would basically give us a song and a dance that we needed to learn. And then he would tell us we had to practice it. And then we'd do the song and the dance at the end of the week. And so he wanted to see who actually cared, who actually practiced, who was actually willing to put in the work when it came to his class. And he told us the reason why he made us do that stupid song and dance, and it's because he wanted to see who actually was going to put in the work, who was actually going to accomplish the task that he assigned us. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect for him to do something like that. I thought that was really weird. I thought it was weird for a teacher to do something like that. But it taught me this very, very, very important lesson, right? Because I was in band. Practice does make perfect. Doing things and sucking at things and allowing yourself to learn and grow while doing said thing does make you better at it over time. You learn things. You learn the ins and outs of certain things. And I became a better clarinet player. I became a phenomenal clarinet player when I was in Mr. Davis's class, and it's because I noticed that, wow, maybe I should practice and I should apply myself more and I'll be better at this. I was okay when I first started playing the clarinet, obviously, because I had just started playing it for the first time. But once I played it more and I practiced, and I put a lot of time into playing that clarinet. I put a lot of time into perfecting that craft. I became freaking amazing at it. Honestly, I don't even know why. Well, I know why I stopped playing, but I should probably still be playing the clarinet because I was so freaking good at it. And it's because I put a lot of time and effort into practicing it. I had a goal of becoming like a great clarinet player. I wanted to become excellent. I could hear music like no one else could. What? I was like 11 or 12 years old, listening to classical music on my free time and really trying to perfect the craft of classical music. And I did the best that I could to become great at it. And I did. And then once I became good at it, I gave it up. It wasn't necessarily, the thing that I wanted to do with my entire life, but I knew that I had a passion for it. And I tried and I applied myself. And had I just expected to become good or only applied myself in band class, I wouldn't have become as good as I was. And I wouldn't have been an example for a lot of the girls in my class that also played the clarinet. So I say all that to say practice does make perfect. I don't think I played the clarinet for 10,000 hours, but who knows? I did play the clarinet for about 3 years, I want to say. 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, it was quite a time. Oh, gosh. I say all that to say you just need to do things when you don't want to do it. You need to do things when you hate doing it and you just absolutely don't want to do it. Like, it's equivalent to starting a new job in a field you've never, done, and you're doing the training, right? You're hating it because you don't understand it. And then the months later, right? You're so good at it and everyone's like forgetting that you were even there, only 3 months ago and you just started. And that's what it takes to make it. Like, that's what it takes. That's what will get you started. Knowing things like this before you start, because none of us knew how to ride a bike in the womb. We didn't walk as soon as mommy gave birth to us. We had to learn and fall on our butts over and over again. Some of us more than others, like I said. And a lot of people just get frustrated because they think they have to have like the perfect plan and they get discouraged right away. But that's normal. Like, that's normal for the average person wanting to succeed. And I'm not saying it's wrong. It definitely does hinder your success because you overthink these steps, like the planning part. You become negative and then you just focus on like perfection when there's nothing that needs to be perfected if you haven't even started to begin with. Like, come on, ask yourself this. What in the world are you going to perfect if you don't even start? Like, don't get in your own way. Just allow yourself to try to make mistakes and grow for them and elevate each time. Like, actually take the time to learn and believe in yourself completely and just really apply yourself. And I promise you, it will only get easier from there. And I just want to thank you guys for listening today. And I want to just say one more reminder before I head out. You already have the power within you to be successful. You just need to focus. You have to focus. You are more than capable of living your wildest dreams. There's nothing out of reach. I promise you that.